It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC North rivals. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that it's a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We got a couple of teams who love to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
It's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing-style offense. If you want to score points, it mostly comes through the air. So for these two kind of throwback offenses that rely so heavily on their running backs, for anybody that loves old-school power football, I think we're in for a treat.
The kicker, Will Reichert, has the ball on the tee. And off we go from Ford Field. To return, it's Khalil Dorsey. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions, led by Jared Goff, chanting his name during the playoffs in 2023 in Detroit. Far cry from the trade from the Rams to the Lions, second in the league in passing a season ago.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
Right to the air, here's Goff. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
From the gun, it's Goff. He's going to air this one out. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
And this is the opportunity Sam Darnold's been working for. I mean, to resurrect his career after some struggles early on in New York. He's had a bit of a mixed bag, but there is no mistaking the physical talent, the arm strength, the ability to play quarterback at a high level. He has it all. There's a reason he was drafted where he was, Mike, and I think Minnesota has themselves a sleeper here at the quarterback position.
They have traded green and gold for Viking purple. It's Aaron Jones. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. Open man downfield, it's Addison. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically And then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Darnold to throw on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. A gain of 11 on that one. It'll be a Vikings first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They face 2nd down and 7. Up the middle, here's Jones. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Minnesota.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Again, it's Jones. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got it at the 3. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch. The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain 1 additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. They'll run the toss here with Jones. Good blocking, and he's in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
On now for the extra point, here's Will Riker. He knocks it through, and the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack, 2nd down big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now, and he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Now, fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line. 1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. First and 10 now from the 36. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
This pass, right side, going to be caught by Addison. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Throwing, Darnold. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Now, Goff. Catch is made by Wright. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On play action, Goff. And that is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it's going to be third down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small, and oftentimes...
No chance at all. He'll go down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Detroit. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On play action, here's Darnold. He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Now a 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Off the play fake, here's Darnold. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
To throw is Darnold. There's Jefferson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Darnold. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Darnold. This one is caught by Addison. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Darnold to the air once more. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
They keep finding ways to keep this drive alive, and they're set up now for 1st and goal. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. To throw again is Darnold. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. In motion, it's Jefferson. Darnold to throw again. That is caught back corner of the end zone. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Riker now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Vikings move out on top, 14-0. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here is Goff. He'll let it go deep left sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report. In that first half, it was the veteran Aaron Jones who had it going. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. To the right side, he's got Hockenson, his tight end.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
From the gun, it's a run, and it's Jones. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Here's 3rd and 2. To try and run for the first down with Jones.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. They'll go back to Jones on first down, and he'll be brought down at the 45. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got this on target to Addison. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On 3rd and a yard, here's Darnold. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A first down.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
On the give, it's Jones. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Kirby Joseph there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9. They run it once more with Jones. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Lions offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
On 2nd down, Goff. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. That is caught by the tight end, Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Darnold now to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
First down, Vikings.
First and 10. Play fake to Jones, now Darnold. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find the receiver, and down he goes.
Watch the pursuit by this defensive end. The quarterback tries to escape the pocket, but he just keeps on chasing him, and he closes that ground in a hurry and brings him down for a big sack.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. This one brought in by Hawkinson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Darnold to throw. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Lions offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll run. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. This is incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down. Let's see what this call is. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On play action, Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll work forward only to about the 18. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They'll stick to the ground. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They'll run here.
If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
They'll go play action with Darnold. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left. and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Now Jones. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. This is Jones. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. A handoff, Jones, and he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. So it is a win for our visitors, the Vikings. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.